Okay. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. My name is Michael Chu. We are on today is May 13th, 2025, Tuesday, 8:33 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 10:33 Eastern Time. So we're 1 hour into this market, and right now the Nasdaq is shooting up pretty high here, 1.3%, and Dow is down due to UNH removing their guidance, and S&P is up 0.7, and the volume is lower. But yesterday we have a very good day after the US-China news. Let's go jump to the index here for QQQ. So yesterday we have a very powerful move right there. So yesterday was up quite a bit. Let me check, 4%. And more importantly, we were at this 200-day line here, and we just gap up basically. And this is now very powerful because today we have a fall through after this gap up. That is even more powerful. Now we are quite extended. Um, so you know, so the last two times we got pulled back right there and right there. So so if you look at the distance, we are almost at that distance right now, right? So we may be ready for another pullback here as the 10-day catches up. So something just to be mindful of. Okay, with that being said, let's just jump to SPY as well. Unplug my chart. Okay, very similar chart SPY. SPY was a little bit lower, but same thing, similar move, fall through again today. Dow having a little bit trouble today, right? As I mentioned, UNH related news. And IWM, Russell, this one is also bouncing, also not moving too much today, only up 0.2% right now. So that's interesting. Whenever I see a divergence between Russell and Nasdaq, that's never, like, I always find that's not a good thing. Because usually they go hand in hand. Like not necessarily like same performance, but like there shouldn't be that much of a difference, right? That's over 1% difference. So anyhow, so another warning flag here. It's possible we could have a reversal today, and also lots of stocks went up. At least on my list, a lot of growth stocks went up pretty strong. Um, like almost stronger than yesterday. I felt like depending on obviously on the stocks you look at, but at least like I said, on my part, I find that most of the stocks are going up even stronger today than yesterday, which is kind of interesting. Um, so with that being said, we can go look at stocks on the move. So again, we have 20 stocks, and even at 20 stocks, it's 100% volume, like higher than yesterday at this moment. So this is also another strong sign that uh, there's volume coming in to support this growth stocks. So that's always a good sign. And we'll just quickly go through this list and then we'll look at them. NXT, I think, let me just double check. I don't know if there's any news because there's no, earnings not out yet, but it shot up quite a bit. So there might be some news, which I didn't pay attention because it's not in my list because of the earnings. You see, it's kind of weak, right? But who knows? Maybe it's turning around. Again, earnings due tomorrow. SE, this one also reported today. Still pretty strong earnings and sales. And you can see I got in here, and then there's some selling on the way, and then I had to sell some here, and today it bounced again on the breakout. So that's pretty good so far. Let me just jump to the retail section here. The other one's Kambana that's making a move today. Let's see. So this one is pulling back last 2 days, and then today we bounce. Well, yesterday it started to bounce from the low. Very nice clean support line, right? Look at the green line. Like it never want to come back to it. Like very close, but not like undercut it or anything. And then we bounce again. So this is ready for a breakout. So we'll see. And on the breakout, it's very important to see like huge volume come in, and also like a strong vertical move, like strong price up. Those are always good sign. So we'll see. It's getting closer. Next we have live here. So live, this one is in the desktop area. Leading family locator app, safety membership to connect your loved ones and pets and so forth. It's not a big stock, 4 billion cap. Earnings are pretty good. You can see 11 cents to as high as 30 cents. And today it reported and looks like it has really good response so far. And again, I got in here, had to sell some here. I don't have too big of a position, but actually I think I bought somewhere here too. I can't remember. So I did have, but I had to sell some this morning. Whenever I see a vertical move that's strong, I just had to sell some. This is 26% gain. That's incredible. So anyhow, yeah, when I see a vertical move that's over generally 20%, I usually need to sell some because that's too much of a move. And they could come back tomorrow, or it could keep going. Like a climax run, usually that's what happens. Right? Climax run will go up for even up to 1 week or so, very strong, like 3-4 days of strong move. So it's possible it could continue because this has not much volume and it's a very small cap, so it's easy to push it higher. But yeah. So anyhow, so this is something um, that works out for me in this case. So live. We can look at other tech stocks as well. App here. So app continue to move up. So here's where the pullbacks are. Here's the pullbacks. This one, you see, it never came even close to the 10-day, and then I added the next day on the bounce right there, and then today we fall through again. So it's still working. Light is in telecom fiber optics, also very nice 10-day trend. Pullback. This one also pullback. and then it gap up yesterday. Um, I'm not sure if there was news, but it gap up, and then it continues today. And media, unfortunately, I got shaken out this right here. Um, but yesterday's move gap up, right? And I didn't get into it, unfortunately. I should have, but I didn't. And today it's a very strong follow through, 5%. So again, um, it's almost like I said, today's move is almost as strong, if not stronger than yesterday. This is incredible. So that's Nvidia, Palantir. So Palantir had this huge pullback right here on the news of the earnings, and then it has bounced since. And now we are getting close to the high again. So we'll watch again when it breaks out. Are we going to see huge volume come in to support this stock? So those are the tech stocks on the move today. So let me come back here. BMI is not a very strong earnings. HIMS. So we talked about this yesterday. This one has like a little climax run, like 3 days in 5 days run, and then it was over. So what, like I said, climax run can happen really fast. Sometimes it can happen longer, but usually it's like 3 to 5 days. So here we have the last pullback right here, and it's been bouncing since, and it's even accelerating a little bit. So yeah, 8%. So here we see like a couple of big moves. Like this one was 27%. This one was only 2% because it reversed back, and then it bounced here, and then on the last day here, 17%. So 3 out of those days are pretty strong move. So we haven't seen over 10% move yet, so we'll see. It could come. A climax run generally happens, pretty strong in a few days. It's definitely too extended to buy right now because you can see the 10-day here and the price here, right? Okay, so the other stock that's also moving is HCA in the health area. So this one looks okay. It didn't even want to touch the 10-day here. It's still in the base. It's moving up the right side of the base. So HCA, HIMS, those are the two health stocks moving today. Then we have Tues. Tues continue to move higher. It's now already up 24% from this handle right there. Unfortunately, I didn't catch this one. Earnings gap up right here, and it just followed through. So really strong move right now. That's about it for today's stock on the move in the financial area. Let me see if any other stocks here. TMDX, EHAS. Anything I bypass is usually lower on some earnings. NTNX, WGS, TSM, CLS. Okay. Palantir, SFM, HubSpot. So NTNX, HubSpot. I haven't looked at those yet. So let's go look at it. So this one hasn't report yet. So you see how weak this earnings guidance are. So that usually doesn't go on my list here. HubSpot. Well, this one looks a lot better. 10 to 28% growth. Sales are pretty high as well. So this one just crossed this downtrend line here. So there's this steeper downtrend line, and then there's this one. So this looks a lot better because it's over 45-degree angle. So then We had this one bad day, right, from the earnings, and we bounced back yesterday really strong. So I missed the bounce yesterday. It was 10%, and today we followed through. Let's look at the ranking on this one. Okay, it's not even on my list. Interesting. But yeah, I'll have to add to my list, and but it looks pretty good. Potential. But again, I feel like right now, as I saw earlier on the index, we are very extended. So any new ads, I would have to consider it maybe later. You know, there's gonna be a pullback eventually. It does feel like a lockout rally right now. Like meaning like market rallies, but every stock is extended, and it's hard to buy into it. So most people just don't want to get in because there's risk, right? You could easily get a 2% down day this weekend, and everything will correct, pull back, right? So you can wait for those days to buy. Uh, but yeah, so we'll see. Or you can buy a much smaller position just to start. One of those, right? Just so it's on your portfolio, like a 10% position, something like that. But yeah, both of them are Hub's good, but like I said, NTX, the earnings not that strong. Okay, let me just go through my list. CLS, I think I missed that one. Should Why is there two here? I think I screwed up. Okay, let me just look at CLS here. So this one is a little bit choppy, I find recently. You can see very choppy, right? But right now it is making a move. You know, accelerated move, right? So it finally start working better like today. But you can see here it was very choppy. So we'll see if this will move strong now. Um, yeah, I think those are the list stocks on the move. Um, Overall, like I said, market is very strong. Let me just quickly go through my list here. I will share with you my top 10 performance right now. HAMS, LIF. This is in the order of performance uh, in my portfolio. SITM holding pretty strong. It didn't go higher. So see, this is a problem when stocks get too extended. They just stop moving because even the market goes up, it just stop moving because it has gonna wait for the 10-day, and also people starting to take profit, right? So that's what's happening. So today is performing relatively weaker. Okay, next one, STRL. This one is still climbing, hasn't touched the 10-day for a while now. Very strong, and it's still coming out like it hasn't hit the new high yet. So there's still some room. Credo. This one also starting to climb faster. Shack. This is incredible move actually. Yeah, the slope is very strong. You see the slope. Again, this is still far off the previous high, so there's lots of room still. Um, GE, it it pulled back slightly yesterday, but it bounced again. So this is broken out, and volume is not that strong, so that could be a warning sign there. CRSR. So this one just climbed above 50-day today. That's good. SMTC. This one also climbing up pretty fast right now. Wago. Oh, this one also accelerate. Again, all these stocks are starting to look quite extended, right? Um, TAM. The TAM has been moving very strong too. So yesterday I added some on the pullback here, so it's working. Coherent. This one also very strong slope. The 10-day slope is very strong. ERT. Yeah, this one also moving up above the 200-day, so it's follow through today, very strong. RCL. Again, when we're looking at 10-day, most of them are 45 degree or higher. So that's very strong. Again, strong market right now. Last one here is NCY. This one also going up very strong. So look at how tight this pullback is. So yeah, thank you for watching today's stream. Hope you guys like and enjoy this, and please subscribe. Until next day. Hopefully the market doesn't reverse today. Let's look at intraday chart here. Very strong, still trading at the top. Falling through. But if it does reverse, as long as it doesn't undercut today's low, I think we're good. But if it does, then I think we might be heading for another pullback. So those are the risks here. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.